Okay, only because most of my videos are now not uploading, I seem to be getting either the mouse or a continuation where the video just turns over. What I want to talk about now are the teeth. We have a total of 32 apparently. We have the gums, we have gum, we have the uppers, the lowers, the 4 in the front that they pay for, and the 2 and the 4 that they pay for, 2, 4, 4, 2, that they make the white out of the teeth. We lose our teeth and get certain teeth at certain ages. And they say in the old movies that there's a vibration that goes through the teeth in which speaks to you. And guess what? It's happened to me more than once. I never heard the speaking part, but I definitely felt the vibration. Secondly, one of the reasons for that is because I was tipsy all the time. And it hurt my teeth. And I was tipsy. It was like the whole parking lot was moving. Secondly, is the 4-point needle. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. But there's a white mark. And there's a 4-point needle on my arm when I was born. Does everybody know CB codes? 10-4? Well, how much does it take to get to 10? 6? 6 in the 7 and 10 and 13 world is 10 to the left, 6 and 1, 10 to the right, 7 and 6, 13, and then dead center, 4 and 6 is 10. Makes your 6, 6, 6. The 4 needle and the 6, the crisscross of the 1, 9. The 3, 7. Or when I flip my arm upside down, it's actually 13, 31, which is 11 times 11 times 11. You want to know and count Monopoly money? You want to count poker money? You want to count it in letters? You want to do it in Roman numerals? You want to talk about the Ice Age or the Ice On or the Planet Net? Planet Net, Alps. Backwards, Planet, net is 10. 10x, Planet X. Minus X because there's a dash, so that means minus. Minus 10 from 68 is 58. Now they're talking about the angel secrets of 13 and A and B. 5 and 8 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. Double D's and single D's, where do you find them? Don't forget what the B does, because where the angel residents are, and it ain't too hard with an R. I'm going to show you if I can do this right. Here's my B. Here's my R. You follow me with the R? Now watch. Just because I do this, boom, boom, it's now a B. What do you want me to create out of that? Because there's a ton of creations we can make. In every line, in every shape, we add a color, and it's always different. This world, or this world. And Poole told us there are 7 colors. But and green or and yellow tells us what house and what those 2 colors mean, where blue might mix with red, or yellow might mix with red. The cue ball hits every color, we get pink. But there is no pink balls until we play the snooker. So we have to renegotiate. So when we talk about icing, or the icing on the cake, the sugar, the sweet, nigh, in, by, to, 2 roads, in 2 roads, the ice is on, the ice age means the time for a change, does it not? The dinosaurs, the Freds and the Stones and the Flintstones, the Rubbles. I'm not telling you exactly what I'm thinking in my mind. I'm just telling you what my mind says because it's all included. It's all about change. Oh, Freddie Flintstone. You know what I think? I think that Fred Flintstone needed a little bit of Rivotril. I need Fred Flintstone needed a little bit of Seroquel. What do you think? How about George Jetson? George? We're not going to talk about George Jetson because we're not going up high. Up? 7 up? 7 up means 3 down. Creation is down, 7 is up. Green on the bottle. Let's add a little lime to the rest of it. Have you ever seen the recent Coke cans or what they're writing in the Pepsi commercials? Because it's so huge and it means so much, it means more than what you think. Look at the design closely and what it can do. Back to the icing on the cake. The skate, the Alps, the net, the Colorado. The Alps. Colorado or in Austria. It was danger there. It's the percentage of the net because it's the plan net, which is the percentage, meaning 6 and 8. Again, which is 5 and 9. Because 6 and 8 is 14, 5 and 9 is 14. It's the Einstein system. PLA 16, 12, 1, 29. 39 is 10 equals to 39. X equals to 10. 39 minus 10 is 29. X in the alphabet is 24. Take away from 39 is 15. Now you got the egg, which is the X and the O. X and O, which is recreated. Y2K, because the Y is no longer in the 1 position. It's after the K king. Over here, it becomes Big Slick. K is the 11th letter. A is the 1. 1, 1, 1. Now, 111 is the top story of the Twin Towers. And what story did you have to tell, and who's on top? If you were born on the 21st of February, it means someone was having fun in bed in the month of May to June to July to August to September to October to November to December to January to February. 9 months. Somebody's having fun in bed, like I said. Is there anything else? Well, if we speak about the nickel, it's 5 cents, but it's 6 cents. Because 5 in the center position with the 1 spirit makes 6. You got 6 cents. Now, the other thing about that is 8, 9, 1, and 2 all belong to 0. Because when I went to the store before, the lady says $8.87. She says, give me $8.90. So I gave her $8.90. I said, you sure it's not $8.88? She says, give me $8.90. I said, you sure it's not $8.89? She says, give me $8.90. I says, is it $8.91? She says, give me $8.90. I says, is it $8.92? She says, give me $8.90. So I guess they all belong to the same family. It was the lady at the grocery store, and I guess they're doing the groceries right, charging the customers exactly what they should pay. I was a little confused at first, but then I got on board. There's 5 numbers that are related to 0. 0 is a position of 1 from each side. 5 and 1 is 6. We got the circlet, Davankar, which means the circle, the winner's circle. A, E, and I, and the Aleph letter in Hebrew. It also says something, but we're not going to go too deep into numbers because I'm confusing everybody. Not me. I'm telling you what it says in all the games we play, in all the things we do. Not me. I'm confusing you because I'm telling you more than one thing. You see, we do one thing at a time. If you tend to rush, you become a Russian. Don't rush, because when it comes to slow down, you gotta slow down, you gotta slow down, you gotta slow down, I got so many things to do. So don't go quick to start with. You come up to the octagon, which is like a nickel. It looks like the nickel because in 1940 they created the nickel into an octagon. Oh my God, why did they say that? The other things here, I'm going to take something off the wall. There's a few other things to look at, the basics. I drew all these lines down here. Now what it shows you is that 10 and 20 are in the tube. Okay? Here's the division. And if you notice, this is the shin. In Hebrew, the shin sits on 20 and 30, where the other part of the shin is the sin. It sits on 10 and 15. What's in between is these two. The middle of any of these numbers, if we go between, let's say, 18 and 27, take away 4 from 27, 4.5 from 27, we got 22.5. Add 4.5 to 18, we got 22.5. What's between the two? 22.5. What does it equal? 9. Should I bring this video a little bit further? Let's see what I missed. Did I tell you about THC? How about KFC? Because I figured it out. It's not that hard. It's a process. It's all a process. But alone, without a group, without a gang, how can we pass numbers? Oh, Ronnie, would you like this? Yes. Oh, Ronnie, would you like this? Yes. Oh, Ronnie, would you like this? Yes. Oh, my God. I'll get with you. I'll get back to you in a minute. And 3 days go by because I'm not done yet. They just keep compiling and compiling. And you know what I do? I take all this stuff, I curl it up, I throw it in a big pile. Until the pile gets so big, I just take a few pieces off the top, I look through it real quick for the pictures, throw the rest in the garbage. Gotta keep everything in order. Gotta make everything so you create your own patience. Patience, patience! The hospital has got one more bed for the patients. But you have to have more patience because your bed is the only bed you have. And the bed of the clam, of the scallop, hold on and held on by the shrimp, connected by the lobster clams in your pineal gland, or maybe down in your penis, the sniper of all, where your balls curl up, your eyeballs, they curl up, or in fact anything that curves or curls up. Do you get what I'm getting to? The drift, the division, or the anonymous mask. Have you ever seen it? I sort of started to detail that, but let's get back to 8 and 9, 0, 1 and 2. Do you see the 3 is not there? Well, the piano shows the 3 is not there because it's the 3 for creation. In the piano, what you have to do for the piano is you go 1 and 7 keys, then you go 2 and 7 key, but you can't go 3 and 7 key because the 3 and the 7 key are a connect across on your telephone. It's one of the 10 worlds. You cannot take up the 10 worlds. You create the 9 across from 1 because it's under 10. It's 9, 1 and 9, so you can do that. You can do 8, okay? You can do 8 as 1 and 7, or 2 and 7. One makes 8, the other makes 9. 8 and 9 is 17. The queen, the Q. We can keep on going because the Q, the Z, the T, and the H all come together in your THC and the explanation of something that's a little bit off time-wise right now. We've used up a lot of time. We did the Y2K, did we not? And I've done it in many videos. Y25. Y25. Plus the ace, 14, equals to your 39. Big slick. King, 11. Has the K letter, and the 1 letter is 111. The 74 of the gematria scale times the 0 circle of life equals to 37 plus 74 equals 111. G, it's a circle. Put it here. O, it's a circle. Put it here. D, it's a circle. Put it here. There's your 1,000. There's your love. Small letters. Where are we? What did we do? Are we on planet ice on Nibiru? Nibiru, Nairobi. The route we travel. The by route, the 2 ways, somewhere behind us, they're following us. And I just went to the store to buy something, and I looked like this, on this angle, exactly. And some lady says to me, I worked at this, I don't know, this place with the stars and stuff, one of those astrological centers. She said it's Venus. I said, I don't think so. I saw Venus a couple of weeks ago. I saw it, and it was bright. It was either a satellite or a ship. And they're even talking about it on the net. I went to one person's group, they're talking about it, and it's not Venus. They go up to the sky, they connect with the energies from outside the power system. And they start their Star Wars. Why? Copper up, Copper Mountain. They want Quebec, is the way I see my work in numbers. They want Quebec because of our energy and power for Star Wars. They want different pieces and parts for their Star Wars. They're putting up satellite telephone receptors for cellular phones. Thank you, Dennis Chavez. Was that what it is? Or Go Forth? And they're putting these up because just like in one of the movies I saw, they will cause interference. Because apparently there's a company that's owned by, I won't talk about it, atop of this antenna that will cut all power to all cellular phones and internet. So you won't be able to receive anything in the time that you're going to need it. It's on every single post. And we have to look at post serial now to understand what a post can possibly mean a little bit deeper. Where am I going now? There's so many places to go. Why don't we want to count 1 sometimes? Because 1 is inside 3. Whether it's the 3 dice or the 1 dice goes in the 3 dice. The 1 and 2 dice make the 3. The 1 card and the 2 card make the 3 card. So we have to start with Mercury, where there's no moon, goes inside of Earth, and creates 1 moon with the 2 moons that are on Mars when you recreate the 4 card or the 4 dice. There's no center to the 4. It becomes the 5. The 4 surrounds the 1 heart. Okay, the 4 corners of Mars surrounds the 1 heart of man, which you can look at the 5 card or the 9 card inside of Jupiter over to Pluto. This is where Mars, which has no spirit, takes over right here, in which this one actually creates the letter I as a T and 1 upside down as the T becomes 911. You can't have 1010 on the T. You can't. And if you do have the 21010 on the T, how would you make the T? Where would you get the numbers from? It has to come from 911. Why? Because the T is New York. But the T on the dice, you end up in free parking. And in New York, it costs you an arm and a leg for any parking at all. I'm not sure where else we're going to go with this, but we're going to leave it as it is. There's a lot of stuff. When you turn Rubik's Cube, you have four centers of the Rubik's Cube that turn. Two stand still, but become a difference to the other four because they've turned away from them. This one up here went down here, so the two on each side that didn't turn still make a difference because of the four that turn. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. Another thing is the center of Rubik's Cube is counted as the 14th position or counted as 9, 12 on top, 13, 14, 15, 16, and the 17th position. 17 and 14 is your 31. One is the cross and one is the queen that has attacked you and tied you up inside the piano, the ring of life, the fleur-de-lis. So what was I going to say with that? So when we get to Rubik's Cube, we get to number 114. We have the cross. So that cross owns 6 pieces of real estate, plus the core. It also owns more than anything else because it owns 6. The corner owns 3 colors. The middle owns 2 colors. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 6 is what it comes out with. And how Rubik's Cube is divided up. Now we can multiply this and do a lot of things with it to come out with another answer that will hit off another number that came from somewhere else. Take this definition, take that definition, look at the 2 definitions, put them together in numbers and see what you could do and can't do, separating the definitions and giving you an interior, exterior answer to your whole design. Raphael 7286 and the constellation of Pegasus. Just let's say there's a little bit on my wall, all over my wall, because I love art. I love art. Oh my God, look at that. There we are. There's the thing we're living in. That thing. Flying eagles. And the things. And the things. Somehow, I dropped my paintbrush on the floor. You see that cancer sign over there? It says Jacob's house. Well, this is the house we're in, and Jacob has cancer. Okay? Leukemia. I'm hoping this video works, and he's doing well, and guess what? Jacob's a millennium baby. Guess what? Jacob's having his bar mitzvah. By the 10th of November, Jacob will now be a man. Now it takes how many months before the next cycle comes in if I base part of my thinking on top of what happened with Jacob and Abraham in the time of Moses and before. Right now we're going to say thank you for listening. There's a whole lot that we didn't do. We did not do the fleur-de-lis. We did not do the fleur-de-lis that was at the footstools of Jesus that everybody threw. We did not do the fleur-de-lis that was at the tabernacles that sit somewhere in, I don't know, out in the Middle East. They threw them there by the tabernacles of the 10 Commandments. We talk about the 613 laws of Moses, the 6 1 and 3 days, or the 6 and 3 of the man's creation of the angel resident, R-R-A-A-R-R-R-A. We can talk about 622.6, which is a universal number, how we get it. Well, in order to get 6226, we need 1551. Area 51, reverse it, it's 15. In between the two is 36, 46, 51. Get my drift? 7 world, 10 world, 13 world. And that's the same way we're going to get to QTZ88 equals HH, Herbert Hoover, Hoover Dam, number 1331, the 34th and the 43rd of 77 in presidents between JFK and Barack Obama, which now we can jump on. It's a Monopoly game. If you dice 25, you get the B and O rail, but it's a 26th position, making it Area 51. If you go 10 back, you go to jail. If you go 10 forward, you're visiting jail. The 31st area, that is jail, 31st area, 10 back, October 31st, Halloween, 273 days, 39 weeks at 7 days is a pregnancy. 31 days later, we get back to A and C, the continuation of the 1331 cycle, and that's Halloween. 4 times 76 of the spirit of 76 is the 304th day. 3 and 4 is Mars. 30 days and 4 months is April 30th. It's the Taurus. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 is 19, the 1 spirit of the 9 birth equaling to 10 and 9. Again into the house of 10, of the 9 birth, into the 7th gate of the world of 6, 6, and 6, because it's all about 0. 1000 is 0, 0, 0, and all zeros equals 6. We were stamped with the mark of 666 before this began. We're not coming into it, we're going out and into something else. After 6, you're into the 10 worlds. Once you add on 3 more of creation, you become 6, and 3 is your 9 again, plus 1, because it's in your heart, and you take it with you. Once again, I want to thank you for watching. What did I miss inside the fleur-de-lis? What did I mix with those 6, 1, and 3 days? 6 days of 16 hours awake and 8 hours of sleep, with 1 day going towards the gods, and 3 days of 16 hours awake and 8 hours of sleep, and figure out the rest yourself, because this video is done. Thank you for watching. You, and you. Say what you want, crazy or not, makes no difference from me, because I'm putting on what you call is, I break things apart, put them back together. It is what it is. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm on no one's side. Well, I'm sorry, I can't say that. Love, and more love and peace. Thank you for watching.